3 weeks out from the fight. My engine is phenomenal. I feel great. Everything feels great. And now it's about maintaining, making sure I don't get hurt, making sure I don't over push myself or under push myself. So each and every day it's just part of the process, you know, trying to enjoy the process, you know, let the weight come down slowly. We're getting to where I need to be and just putting in those final touches till it's go time.
You look great. I mean, the commentary said, I think everybody thought, man, it looked as good as ever. But again, you lose the second round, right? What is it about second rounds that caused you so much trouble?
I don't know. I want to give you guys a little hope that you can beat me in the second round. But, you know, when I come back and I'm standing across you in that third round, there's not a man in this planet that can beat me.
First main event, I mean, do you feel like you can announce yourself as a title contender right here? Do you feel like it's just a development step? You want to fight tonight, or people take no?
Yeah.
What's the overall goal here other than just winning the fight?
Yeah, you know, I want to go out there and show I'm a true contender, you know, that I'm a champion worthy.
Thanks, Dan. Dan, what a fight. You said coming into this fight that you wanted to make it a dog fight, and you absolutely did that.
Yeah, it's exactly what I did. You know, I came in here, I don't want an easy fight. I want tough fights. That's why I'm here tonight, and I want to be in the UFC, and I believe I earned my contract tonight.
You know, Dan's a guy that the moment he came to Xtreme Couture, you saw his fire right away. I mean, he mixed it in right with the top guys. He helped us out a lot with Gray Maynard's training camp. So right away, we knew the kid had it.
Oh, and a nice takedown here by Ige.
He has good striking. His wrestling and his top game jiu-jitsu is unreal. He can get off his back when he needs to. He uses his back jiu-jitsu to reverse guys to get on top. And his level changes into his wrestling, man. The guy chains it all together. He's one of the better MMA guys in the room by far.
I just want to give glory to God, my Lord and Savior. I wouldn't be here without Him. Want some food, buddy? Fight camp, I typically weigh all my food just because I gotta be precise of pretty much everything I'm eating. So today, Bam's eating the same thing that I'm eating. Little power bowl, some oat bran, chia seeds, banana, honey, peanut butter, all that good stuff. And he's just getting basically a smaller version of what I'm getting. Okay, coffee time, baby. Right, so. The grams, I weigh out the time. So the amount of grams of liquid that comes out, dude, there's a, it's like rocket science, I'm not lying. 2-to-1 ratio, grams in versus grams out within 25 to 30 seconds. So you get a perfect shot of espresso. You throw a little honey in there, a little milk. Progress. Not perfection, baby.
Dan wants to show the jiggle.
See the jiggle? You know it's good when it doesn't spill and it just jiggles.
Alright, roll. Alright, I'm here with Dan Ige. Preparations to fight Nate Landwehr, Nate the Train. So Dan, just give us a little bit about just everything that's been going on. What's been going on in your life? Let's start there, about just your life. What's been going on kind of outside of fighting?
Well, we always add new tools, right? And I think a lot of this camp has just been his approach on attacking different angles, getting off the center line. I think Nate Landwehr is very good up the midlines and a lot of things that he's shown and done. But for Dan, I think setting all those things up, kind of hitting angles, trying to be able to be a little bit more elusive at times. And the big thing I think for Dan that we might get in trouble at times in the past has been him always just looking for the home run. You know, and we saw that in the Damon Jackson fight. He really took his time and he plotted and he took his time and he cut the cage off and he hit the body. And every time he kind of made his angles correct, boom, found the kill shot. So in this particular fight, I just want to allow him and remind him to have that same sort of mindset. We don't need to hit a home run every time we throw a ball, right? Or swing the bat. Take your time, find your sets, boom, home run will be there.
I like to think of Dan Ige as like a leader here at Xtreme Couture. What are some of the traits that that you really see him working with in the gym that makes him a good leader?
Dan Ige is definitely a leader here, and sometimes the quiet leader. And he's the guy that I always like emphasize when he's the don't tell me, show me guy. He's not going to be bouncing around the gym telling you how great he is and all this and all that. He does it by his work ethic and by example. And he's always been a guy to do that, you know. And I think that's important, especially in this sport. You hear a lot of people talk and tell you how great they are, tell you how great they're going to be, and this and that. This kid just does it by his hard work and his effort that he puts out there, man. And that's the thing I love about him the most is just really his character. A lot of young people now, I mean, it's funny to think Dan was my young guy so many years ago. Now he's his veteran, you know. He's got 2 main events in the UFC. He's on his 5th contract now. You know, he's doing amazing things. So seeing him from where he once was to where he is today, it's such a great, I guess, maturation through that process he's been through. But his heart and soul is still the same guy. He's always been driven on hard work and determination, and that's, I think, why he's so successful.
Yeah, today's Monday. It's just a grimy day. I had a one-on-one session with Eric this morning, just going over some game plan and like 45 minutes of repetition. Not much talking, just game plan and repetition. And this evening he's gonna run Eric's gonna run pro practice. And it's just one of those days, you know, we're in the trenches, you know, we're digging deep, and we're gonna put ourselves in bad situations, and it's mostly grappling, but it's MMA emphasis. So we're gonna go out there and put ourselves in different situations, different scenarios, and just get after and get tired.
From the darkness into the fire, I rose.
We talk quite a bit about the rise of each of our careers, and I want to go down in history as one of the best coaches because it's synonymous to Dan Ige, one of the best fighters. And our growth and our maturation together is really why I'm here today. You know, he's held me accountable. He's, you know, although you hear that coach fighter phrase, I don't look at it that way. I look at us as equals. He makes me better. I make him better. And I talk about this quite a bit. Like, he is the prime example of the man that I wanted to build. You know, I wanted to build the perfect man. The fighter will be long and gone, you know, X amount of years, but he's always going to be my best friend. He's going to be the great father that he is to Bam. He's going to be the great husband that he is to Savannah. He's going to be able to provide. But when people get to know Dan Ige, the man, they're going to be proud to know that individual. And I love to know that I had a piece of that growth with him. When we started to do this thing, you know, we decided to volunteer our time to charities. We try to be better with him when it comes to religion and his faith and my faith and our families and investment there. So when I see Dan, I see the complete package. I It's not just the fighter. He's a great man, and that's what I care about the most.
2.5 weeks out, man. I got one more spar left. Today was a good day. Everything's clicking, you know. I'm in great shape. I could push the pace. I could fight 3 hard rounds if I got to. My timing feels good. My endurance feels good. My power feels good. My speed, my scramble ability, my takedown ability, my ability to see things, my eyes, everything's sharp. You know, it's a waiting game now. It's a patient game. You know, I can't get too overzealous, and I gotta flip that switch at the very last second. But if I turn it on now and burn it out too soon, you know, that's bad news. So I gotta be very careful right now and just flip that switch when it matters. June 10th, you know, go in there and get another W.
All right, take 2. Dan Ige. Dan, give us a little bit about, you know, what's been going on in your life outside of fighting.
You know, my life over the last 2 years, ever since Savannah gave birth to Bam, has been an absolute wild ride for sure. My life's changed drastically, you know, just from going from being a broke fighter to becoming a husband to becoming a dad to combining all 3 of those things at once. And man, it's definitely been a change. I remember when Savannah first gave birth, like, I didn't know how to play the role. I didn't know how to be a dad. It came naturally, but at the same time, I didn't understand my role. So I was giving a lot of my energy into being a husband, into being a dad, and also being a fighter. And I didn't know how to balance my energies, and I didn't know where to give energy when it was needed. And Bam was actually born right into the Korean Zombie fight camp. So when I fought Zombie, they gave me the notice literally like days before he was born. So the first 4, they gave me about 12 weeks notice. The first 4 weeks I just spent trying to, you know, be there for my wife, taking care of a brand new baby boy. And I just went through those motions, but I did everything I thought I was supposed to do. And I remember going into that fight so emotional, you know, wanting to be there for my son and wanting to provide for him extra. It's like I made this fight something special when it wasn't special. It was just another fight. It was an important fight, but I made it extra special. And so many fighters, I hear them say, you know, this is the biggest fight of my life. This is the biggest, like, it is. Every fight's the biggest fight of your life, and that's true. But when you make it this special thing, it definitely takes away from the moment. I remember going into that fight pretty emotional, just wanting to provide so bad for my family, and that fight didn't go my way. And when I lost that night, I remember just the next 6 months or whatever it was, 8 months, I kind of went into I didn't notice it at the time, but I fell into a depression, and I definitely battled with depression. I didn't know I was battling depression. I just woke up, like, there's days I didn't want to wake up. There's days I just didn't want to do there. Like, I didn't want to be there with my family because I was still thinking of the fight. Like 6 months later, I'm thinking of things I could have done differently, when in reality I should be enjoying the moment and practicing being in the moment with my son, watching him grow, watching my family grow. And so
wait, do you feel anything in the hamstring at all? Okay, Cody, if you can lay on your stomach for me.
my training, my approach to the fight, I never make big changes. It's always minor adjustments and little things I could do. Even though the Damon Jackson fight went perfect, how can I tweak that just a little bit more to make it a little better? How can I approach my training just to be a little better? I'm always trying to be the best version of myself. And now it's a whole mindset thing. It's an approach to the fight. And I don't think of myself going out there and beating someone. I think of myself, as I'm the champion and I'm working hard to retain my title, because there's hungry guys out there that are coming up the rankings that, you know, they want to be a champion, they want to win so bad just like I do, and I just have a different approach to this now, and I live each and every day as if I'm the champion. I train for Nate Landwehr as I would training for Alex Volkanovski, and little things, man. It's the little things. It's just trying to be a little bit better each and every day, understand my body more, understand how I recover, understand the tiniest little things that are gonna separate me from being a good fighter to a great fighter.
I got some hours and shit. You got some knee pads?
They got some good stuff. Yeah, their knee pads are good.
Oh yeah, Positive? Fuck. Oh, fuck up. Nah. That's on me. Let's go again.
Oh. I've really been focused on like producing power through the entire body in one instance. Like that's really something new that I wanted to introduce from this camp for sure. I mean, he's literally one of the most conditioned guys that I work with, but being able to produce that split-second power, and then being able to recover and then do it again, and recover and do it again, and recover and do it again, I think that's integral to helping him reach that different level that we're always trying to look for every camp.
This bike, dude.
Oh, we would do the side flight.
What? We've been fighting at 6. Come on, Mike. 10 seconds. Do it. Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Fire in our eyes. Dawn of a new day. Sun breaks through the dark. Coming out, coming out. Out of the shadows. Come out of the shadows. Out of the shadows. And straight into the light. Come
Right now, I'm really just trying to rebrand myself, rebuild a name for myself. I've gone on a 6-fight win streak in the UFC. That was great. That was phenomenal. I fell short. People will easily write you off in the sport. You lose once and you're a piece of shit. Everyone will stop following you. They start doubting you. But this sport is so unforgiving, man. And right now I'm just really trying to rebuild my name, rebuild my brand, and fight my way back to the top. I truly believe in my heart I'm capable of obtaining a UFC title. That's everything that's the vision that God gave me when I first began this journey. Obviously, the vision will get foggy and cloudy along the way, but I know if I stay true to my dream and keep going and I don't quit, that I'll win in the end. So that's exactly it. It started with Damon Jackson, we got Nate Landwehr, and I can't really look past that, but I definitely want to put together 3, 4, 5, 6 more wins and then start knocking on that title door again.